In hot water, two top officials contradict ex-CIA director's sworn denial of reliance on Dossier. By Christina Layla for thegatewaypundit.com. John Brennan is in hot water. Two of Brennan's colleagues are now contradicting the former CIA director's sworn denial that the phony dossier played a role in the IC assessment on Russian interference of the 2016 election. John Brennan claimed in May of 2017 testimony Hillary's phony dossier didn't factor into the intelligence community's assessment report on Russian interference of the 2016 presidential election. Brennan then went on to repeatedly insist these claims to the public in various interviews with the media. Two top officials are now contradicting Brennan's testimony. From Paul Speary via Real Clear Investigations, former CIA Director John Brennan's insistence that the salacious and unverified Steele dossier was not part of the official intelligence community assessment on Russian interference in the 2016 election is being contradicted by two top former officials. Recently, retired National Security Advisor Director Michael Rogers stated in a classified letter to Congress that the Clinton campaign funded memos did factor into the ICA. And James Clapper, Director of National Intelligence under President Obama, conceded in a recent CNN interview that the assessment was based on some of the substantive contents of the dossier. Without elaborating, he maintained that we were able to corroborate certain allegations. In a March 5, 2018 letter to House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes, Administrator Rogers informed the committee that a two-page summary of the dossier described as the Christopher Steele information was added as an appendix to the ICA draft, and that consideration of that appendix was a part of the overall ICA review/approval process. It's important to note that the former DNI chief, James Clapper, limited the IC report for review to only 3 agencies rather than send the report out to all 17 agencies for review. This way, he was able to control what was put into the report. So Clapper and Brennan working together. In fact, Clapper left out relevant agencies with expertise on Russia, such as the DHS and the Department of Intelligence Bureau. Paul Speary also spoke with Fred Fleets, who worked as a CIA analyst for 19 years, who said certain players were chosen from select agencies as well, including Peter Strzok. Felice suggested that the Obama administration limited the number of players involved in the analysis to skew the results. He believes the process was manipulated to reach a predetermined political conclusion that the incoming Republican president was compromised by the Russians. I've never viewed the ICA as credible, the CIA veteran added. A source close to the House investigation said Brennan himself selected the CIA and FBI analysts who worked on the CIA, and that they included former FBI counter-espionage chief Peter Strzok. Strzok was the intermediary between Brennan and former FBI Director James Comey, and he was one of the authors of the ICA, according to the source. Both Brennan and Clapper are stuck in perjury traps. The ICA report and the phony dossier are one big echo chamber. The core of the ICA report matches the central findings in Hillary's phony dossier. For Brennan, the claim the dossier wasn't used for their findings is absurd. It's a blatant lie. Brennan even put parts of the dossier into Obama's daily briefing, according to Sperry's report. Brennan put some of the dossier material into the PDB, Presidential Daily Briefing, for Obama and described it as coming from a credible source, which is how they viewed Steele, said the source familiar with the House investigation, but they never corroborated his sources. The much-anticipated House Intel Russia report revealed former DNI Chief James Clapper leaked the dossier briefing to CNN's Jake Tapper. On January 10, 2017, CNN reported then-President-elect Trump had been briefed on January 6 about the salacious yet unverified dossier compiled by Steele. This story was precisely the news hook BuzzFeed needed to usher in the dossier, which they published in full later on. The Russian collusion story was now in full swing thanks to Clapper, Tapper leak. Everyone relied on Hillary's phony dossier, and Brennan and Clapper lied about it under oath. Pull Sperry's tweet here. Breaking, two colleagues contradict ex-CIA Chief Brennan's sworn denial of reliance on dossier. As you can see, they all wanted Trump out. That's bottom line. And they were working for a setup. Everybody was involved. And I love the way they put it. Hillary's phony dossier. Because it was Hillary's phony dossier. Okay. Bottom line. Truth is coming out. They are in hot water is right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And again, thank you so much for watching.